mom started talking to me. Her mom was talking. We was older people talk. She wanted me to get something high on the shelf, right? And she said, let me introduce you to my daughter. She said she's single. She got 2 kids, but, she need a good man like you. We were just talking about stuff in general, right? So, me and the daughter, we swap numbers and stuff and, swap numbers, been communicating, And we done communicated about 2 weeks. We done been on about 2 dates and all that stuff, right? And, after the second date, she sent me this long, this text here was like freaking long or whatever, right? She said this right here. She said, it seems like I am too nice of a gentleman. She said, I'm too much of a gentleman. She said she never dated a guy who didn't try to get in her pants on the first date, who actually wanted to take her out on dates and all that stuff, right? Red flag right there. So I was just like, okay, cool. She said, I want a guy who's a little toxic. I said, and then after that, I said, no worries, okay. I said, I hope you found what you're looking for, right? Bam. Last night, as I'm looking at TV, a familiar face popped up on TV, and I'm looking like, man, that face looks familiar, right? And then when they mentioned her name, I said, oh, that's the lady that I won a couple dates with or whatever, right? She said I wasn't toxic enough, right? Now, why did her toxic ex, well, I guess he will be an ex, I guess. Why did he stab her 12 times? So she gonna make it. She's in a critical but stable condition. And I just kind of chuckled. I know I was kind of wrong. I said, well, she got what she wanted. I wish her well. Just D-Flow to speaking facts. Just let you know, fellas, they really don't want niceness. They want people going to handle them up, mistreat them, use and abuse them, and then they wind up on TV, like the lady that, I had a couple dates with.
This is Sirach chapter 26 and 23 that reads, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the head apostle, Netters, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out in our truth and sincerity. I'm going to read this again. This is Sirach 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. And that video clip that you saw at the beginning was a clip from the brother's channel, The Hopeful Elect 3. I'll leave the link in the description box as well. Watch and subscribe. The title of his video was Jake and the Toxic Woman. And you heard this Jake basically go into, him dealing with this woman and taking her out on a couple dates, and she basically telling him that he wasn't toxic enough, okay? She was looking for someone that was not as nice, was more unpleasant, okay? Because when you go into that definition of the word toxic, let's get it real quick. It basically goes into what you see on your screen. It says poisonous. It says relating to or caused by poison, very harmful or unpleasant, which you see on the screen right here. This is unpleasant. All right? This is irksome right here. And this is what the majority of the so-called black women are attracted to. They're attracted to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Okay? The gangbangers, the drug dealers. All right? The recreational drug users, the cigarette smokers, all right? They're attracted to that toxicity. They want to be in a relationship with a man that, lives life on the edge, so to speak, where she don't know if the door is going to get kicked in by the FBI, the police, or just a nigga coming in to take whatever they got in the house, okay? They're looking for a nigga that, everywhere he goes, he got to look around the corner, look behind his back. peeking through the window, peeking through the blinds, watching cars pull up and shit. That's who that's who the majority of the so-called black women are attracted to, man. It says very harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive or insidious way. It says, and this is referring to finance, denoting or relating to debt that has a high risk of default. And you could correlate that, to these wicked jakes, man. They're very, very high risk. Okay, not just the men, the woman as well. And the women and the men are on a toxic level. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua ultimately pairs these wicked niggas together and makes fireworks happen, right? Because as you heard in the interview or the video clip, he basically said he was watching the news, and the woman that he took on a couple dates that basically curved him, she was on the news and got stabbed up a couple times by a toxic male. So she got what she was looking for. Like the song goes, do you know what you're looking for? Well, she found what she was looking for. Okay? Got a couple scriptures I want to bring out as well. Let's go to Sirach chapter 25 and verse 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay? These women are seeking to get with these men that, through the media and the various different things that are pushed in society and Hollywood that are deemed, attractive. All right? And they find that person, and then they end up in all types of various different situations, end up in the hospital hurt, or in the spirit world, man. Okay? It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay? And these women, man, these women are wicked as hell, man. Okay? And the majority of these women are just looking, to be in a relationship only if it is in some way or some means beneficial to them. Okay? That's why they set up all these ridiculous standards. The amount of money you gotta make $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 a year. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, and on top of that, oh yeah, you can't be too nice. Oh yeah, you can't dress too nice. All right, you gotta have that type of money and that type of status, and you still gotta be they still want you to be a gangster, right? They still want you to walk around looking like a thug. Hey, these women are through, man. Let's go to Isaiah, the 32nd chapter. Because, it's only going to get worse. And a lot of these women, like we were reading in the book of Sirach, are very, very wicked. And I should say the majority of all these women are very, very wicked and have done wicked things to the men that they've been in relationships with. Okay, and these times that we're coming in, hey, you're going to see a lot of judgment upon these women, okay, by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, because there's going to come a time when there ain't going to be no 911, ain't going to be no calling the police, which these women like to hide behind. The structure and the way society is set up, okay, they're not going to be able to run the Esau, okay? So you're going to have a great death upon these women in these streets, man. Let's go to Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. And, the majority of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women are very, very careless. Okay? It says, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Okay, so your benefit program, your housing, your electricity, your water, your protection, okay, internet, phone, electricity, all that's coming to an end. And you're literally going to have all hell breaking loose in these streets. And these women, stand upon being independent and stand upon feminism, well, you're going to come to the realization that all that was bullshit. And the only way you were able to stand behind that is because of men. Because men set up a platform, set up a program, okay, and ultimately stood behind you in your claim and in your stance of being independent and being a feminist. All right? It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and slaki, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." Okay, so there you have it, man. Hey, she said she didn't want a toxic man, so she found a man who was toxic, and she had to deal with the ramifications, okay, the results of being around a man who was full of toxicity. Let's close out on Sirach 26 chapter again. Let's go down to the 23rd verse. And I'm going to read down to verse 25. It says, "A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord." So ultimately, it's the Most High Yahweh who links up these wicked jakes together, man, and allows these various different things to happen. Like the scripture says, their spirits created for vengeance. It says, verse 24, "A dishonest woman contempteth shame, but a honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." And the majority of our women are shameless. They have no shame, and especially the so-called black woman. She has completely no shame at all. All right? She takes pride in the things that are a shame unto, or the things that she should be shameful, okay, about. She takes pride in that, okay? It says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next time, shalom.